You are most welcome. I'm teacher Ivan from Wuna Educational Services. Today we shall be looking at numbers. We have the most common types of numbers are 9, which include natural numbers, natural numbers are counting numbers starting from 1. That is to say, a set of natural numbers is given by 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So, counting numbers starting from 1 are what we refer to as natural numbers. Our second type is whole numbers. Whole numbers are counting numbers starting from 0. That is to say, a set of whole numbers is given by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So those are whole numbers. We have even numbers. Even numbers are numbers that are exactly divisible by 2, which means when you divide even numbers by 2, leaves no remainder. So such numbers include 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. Those are even numbers. Then we also have odd numbers. Odd numbers are numbers that when divided by 2 gives 1 as a remainder. Such numbers include 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. So these are odd numbers. We also have prime numbers. Prime numbers are numbers with only 2 factors, that is to say 1 and itself. And such numbers include 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and so on. Those are prime numbers. Then, if prime numbers are numbers with only 2 factors, what about those numbers with more than 2? That's what we call composite numbers. Therefore, we shall define composite numbers as numbers with more than 2 factors. Such numbers include 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, and so many others. Those are composite numbers. Numbers with more than 2 factors. That means they start with 3 and more factors. Then we also have square numbers. Square numbers are numbers obtained when you multiply a number by itself once. That is to say, if we multiply 1 by itself once, we get 1 times 1, which gives us 1. When we multiply 2 by itself once, we get 2 times 2, which gives us 4. The same applies to 3, giving us 9. 4 gives us 16. 5 gives us 25, and so on. So, what we get after multiplying a number by itself once is what we call square number. Then we also have the cube numbers. Cube numbers are numbers obtained when we multiply a number by itself twice. That is to say, when you multiply 1 by itself twice, we shall get 1 times 1 times 1. And therefore, it gives us 1. Then we multiply 2 by itself 2 times, giving us 8. 3 gives us 27. 4 gives us 64. 5 gives us 125, and so on. So these are what we call cube numbers, the numbers that are obtained when a number is multiplied by itself twice. Our last type of number is triangular numbers. Triangular numbers. These are numbers that can be represented by triangular pattern of dots. That is to say, when we have dots, so giving us 1, then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are what we call triangular numbers. Numbers that can be represented by the pattern of dots. That has been numbers. Please make sure you know these types of numbers, because we apply the knowledge of the types of numbers in solving problems in other topics. For instance, they will give you 2 sets having different numbers but of different types. For instance, they will give you set A equals to the first 10 composite numbers, and set B equals to the first 10 square numbers, and they will ask you to find the number of the members of the intersection part. So for you to work out such a problem, you must have the knowledge of the types of numbers. You must know what these numbers are and how do we list the members of each set. The same can also be applied when solving probability problems. For instance, they will give us that a set contains the first 20 whole numbers. Find the probability of choosing a composite number. So if you don't know what these numbers are, you will not be able to answer such questions. Otherwise, I wish you great time. We meet next time. Please don't forget to subscribe for other lessons. Thank you.